This video I didn't get very far in, but my goodness, you can tell by the title, Powerful Congressional Testimony from Father for Murdered Daughters. You can tell that they're going to be using a tragedy, someone's tragedy, for political gain. Which is wrong. It's wrong to use tragedies for political gain instead of trying to find real solutions. It's wrong to use tragedies for division and power instead of unity and trying to solve with real solutions. But we will see what this is about.
The House Judiciary Committee held a hearing today on hate.
Okay, so yeah. I just skipped past the ad. I didn't skip past anything important. Just the ad. You don't believe me? You can watch it yourself. It's got powerful congressional It's not really powerful. Powerful congressional testimony from father for murdered daughters.
Hatred, white supremacy, and some of the terrible stuff we've been reading in the news lately.
Hatred and white supremacy, like the terrible stuff we've been reading in the news lately. You know, like the ones that turned out to be false and happened to be the other way around, like the black Israelites attacking the children and all that. But you know what? They don't want to focus on the hatred towards whites. They want to talk about the hatreds towards the other races that is actually not as big as people want to claim. But it's still there, it's just not as big as people want to claim. And it's definitely not institutional, and it's not widespread, but whatever.
And there were a number of witnesses who testified about their experiences, both on the right and the left. But one of the most powerful parts of this hearing had to do with a man by the name of Dr. Mohammed Abu Salha, who...
Of course it's a Muslim. Of course it's a Muslim. Yes, you care all about the Muslims, but you don't care about whites, you don't care about Jews, you don't care about anyone else. You just care about Muslims.
Whose two daughters and son-in-law were murdered because of hatred back in 2012. And so he goes into detail.
Because of hatred back in 2012. So how is this relevant for today, you might ask? I don't know. If it's so relevant and it's happening so widespread today, why don't you have more, you know, if it's all because of Trump, if it's all under Trump, if it's all spread because of Trump, where's the people who had the hatred during Trump's presidency, or at the very least during his candidacy run? 2012, Trump wasn't even relevant.
About what it was like to read the details of the autopsy reports. And I just want to warn you all that this is a difficult piece of testimony to listen to.
It's an irrelevant piece of testimony as well. You want me to bring up the... What was it? The guy that shot up cops because of you? That's actually relevant. Like, yes, it happened years ago, but he used your videos for, you know, influence and for the reason why he shot those cops. Y'all sued and had his videos taken down, but everyone knows about it. And you just want to talk about something that has nothing to do with Trump to show how evil Trump is? Okay, this isn't even relevant. I don't even know why I'm doing this video.
But it was incredibly powerful, and I think it's important to know what's really going on in the country when it comes to...
What's really going on in the country with one case from 2012. Okay, this is not relevant, okay? I'm moving on. I'm gonna watch this video more, and if I actually come across something relevant or something that's just really retarded, I'll just record it. This is not relevant at all.
Nationalists and the type of...
Okay. I left. I got up to do something, and I came back. Watched it a little bit, and I gotta show you this, because, like I said, they were trying to make this relevant. 2012. Trying to make it connected to Trump. This is proof that this is all they're trying to do.
Hate that our very own president stokes on a regular basis.
See? This is the whole point. Because they don't have any actual examples that they can really rely on for modern time because, well, it really doesn't happen that often. They had to go all the way back into 2012 and try to put that onto Trump, which has nothing to do with Trump. Okay, now this is just getting ridiculous. They said 2012, right? They said 2012.
Own president Stokes on a regular basis. Take a look.
I must be one of a few physicians.
Okay, this entire clip here is irrelevant. He's just here describing the autopsy report. That's all it is. The entire fucking time. Now, here's what I would like to know. How is that relevant? How does that help find a solution to the problem? How does that pin it on Trump? How? All this is using a tragedy for political gain. This is using emotion against people. This is manipulation. No solution, no facts, nothing in this. It's just him describing a case. If a woman walked into Congress to testify and talked about her experience of being raped by an illegal immigrant, would TYT be praising this the same way? No. They'd be talking about this is fear-mongering, how they cherry-picked this woman, and all this other stuff. This is the hypocrisy here of the left. This is the stupidity they have. This is how dumb they think people of America are.
From that final shot to the mouth.
So, as I mentioned, they
You said 2012.
were murdered in their own homes in 2015.
Now it's 2015? Now it's 2015? Which one is it? Either way, it's not connected to Trump at all. This was during Obama's presidency, but still, which one is it? Is it 2012 or 2015? How the fuck? You couldn't even keep your own story straight in the same exact fucking video. And people treat you like a legitimate news source. My fucking god, which one is it? 2012 or 2015?
The person who committed this hate crime was Craig Hicks, and the Justice Department did look into this as a hate crime. Ultimately, he was charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. Again, they were shot and killed in their own home. So this is the kind of...
What about the people shot and killed by illegals? What about the people who were killed by Muslims? What about the people shot and killed in their own homes by gang violence? You don't care about any of that shit. I'm done. Just when I thought I was done with this video, once again, they come back with something even more stupid. They just don't know when to stop. They just try to push it as far as they can because with Cenk on, they have no limits and they just go full fucking retard. Cenk going, we have to at least act like we're legitimate, okay? We have to act like it. Cenk and well, once Cenk's on, Anna brings on 2 girls, and it's just a shit show. It really is. Okay? It's just a shit show.
So this is the kind of stuff that disenfranchised groups, minorities have been dealing with, oftentimes in silence in America.
Lies. First off, no, it's not just disenfranchised groups that deal with hatred. Every group ever deals with hatred. Okay? All of them. All of them. And no, minorities don't deal with it in fucking silence. I dare someone, Anna, I dare you to go and act racist towards a black person. See how fast that blows up. You think that's gonna be in silence? No. People of color, blacks, Hispanics, They don't deal with anything in silence. They're the fucking loudest groups in America. The whites are the ones that deal most of the shit in silence. There's racism towards whites. Yet you don't want to address that shit.
And then you have clowns like Candace Owens.
Clowns like you.
Who gets paid to say the non...
No. She gets paid by people who agree with her. You want to go that route? You get paid to say propaganda shit for your side. You get paid to deny socialist genocide and talk about how socialism is right. You get paid to fearmonger about global warming. You get paid to do that crap. It's not because you actually think that. It can't be at all. You get paid to do that because that's how you think. If someone disagrees with you, it's because they get paid, isn't it? Fuck off, dumbass.
Sense that she says, arguing that there are no issues with racism in America. That
lie, fucking lie. Who the fuck says there's no racism? I'm sorry, this TYT, especially when Chink's got on it, pisses me the fuck off. This is another flat out fucking lie. No one argues that there's no racism. They say there's no systemic racism because there isn't. There's no law. There's no right that a white man has that a black person doesn't. None. Okay? There's individual racism, which you can never get rid of, and individual racism is not as high as you think. It doesn't happen as much as you say. You have so many false cases because it happens so few. You have to make up cases. That's how... There's so many made up cases because it happens so little and so few. Okay? If racism was such a big problem, you want to need people like Jussie Smollett to fake it. Okay. And no, they don't deal with it in science. In fact, if you get victimized, you get put up on a pedestal. If you're white and you get victimized, who the fuck cares? But if you're a colored person and you get victimized, or a woman and you get victimized, you get put up on a pedestal. No one's dealing with it in fucking silence. Fucking big ass lie. Okay, I can't continue this video. It's too much bullshit. I don't want to press play again and then have them go even